Hey everybody, welcome back to my anime reaction channel, Gizanime. Today we're going to be watching Sabikui Bisco, episode 1. This anime looks rather interesting. The premise is a little awkward. So it's basically set in a post-apocalyptic world where everything's being destroyed by rust. And we have like the MC who figures out that there's like this mushroom that actually can destroy the rust, or basically just kill it and bring the things I think that this rust has destroyed back, or untarnish them essentially. And so he's trying to use these mushrooms to save the world essentially. And the government, for whatever reason, thinks that he's trying to actually use them to increase the rust, or to increase the destruction, to halt progress back to any, semblance of a normal world. And that's what the premise says. But I kind of get the feeling that that's not what's going on. That the government is actually lying to the people, and they want the world to stay the way it is. They might even be the reason the world is the way it is now. They caused this rust somehow to keep the populace in check, or to make them more dependent on the government, so that, they bend the knee to them. And our MC is basically like a freedom fighter, and he's trying to save everybody from like this government's tyranny. But we'll see. Other than that, the animation in this anime looks really wild, so I can't wait to really dive into it and see what it's all about. But with that said, I really don't have anything else to go off of either, so let's jump into it, see what happens, and I'll see you there. Alright everybody, here we go. One of the things I hate about Funimation is the fact that you can't remove the subtitles, so it's kind of harder to take screenshots on this thing. Alright, I guess this is like the beginning, so we're seeing like when this all started.
I'm Captain Obvious.
Okay, this is rust. This looks more like a nuke. A rust nuke. Yeah, everything definitely looks like it's rusted over. A literal wasteland. Is that a dog? That is a massive dog. All the hippos are enjoying life. So I guess this rust has destroyed most of the technology. Look, they got the picture of him in the background. That's probably him right there, too. He eats people.
That was a lie.
The propaganda. The lies. It's insulting. Oh, so they went ahead and built a wall, huh?
We're going to build a wall.
Okay, so they still have some semblance of civilization here already. Like, there are still cities and stuff with lights and power. So, what are they trying to accomplish? Death shall save you.
What's going on with you? What are you talking about?
Oh, that sounds pretty odd. So did the rust cause these giant lizards? Like the giant dog mutations from this explosion that happened? Huh. This guy tipped this girl something really expensive and she didn't even know it. I wonder what these figures are, though. Are we talking about anime figures? Because I'm basking in them right now. So thick. It won't hurt. Okay, it's a needle. What in the world? And of course they had to make it shrouded so it looked like she was naked. Oh, so this might be what they're trying to get rid of. So apparently this rust causes quite a lot of suffering. Like, look at this guy's face. They call him Panda because of his eye, probably.
Hey, that's fucked up.
Would it be funny if she threw the doll away thinking it was his junk and forgot she threw it away? All them girls want a little piece of the action if you get my drift.
Giggity, 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 goo.
I'm guessing that his sister has this rust disease really bad. And he's doing everything he can to slow the illness and to help her with the pain. Obviously, he's using them for medicine. They're probably what's keeping everybody safe. He's probably using them to either stall the progression of this rust disease or more, so... And, like, these people don't know it. I really think that the government is trying to keep, like, a wrap on this. They stopped the supply of mushrooms from coming in. People can't cure themselves so that they can keep it and cure their selves and kind of weed out the people that they, I guess, don't want, you know? I wonder if that's the sister. Yep. Okay, so yeah, he is making a cure, and I think he's using the mushrooms or probably the mushrooms in anything available, because like you just said, he had a shark liver, I think. So he's just trial and error, testing and testing to try to find something that works. And apparently the mushrooms are either really rare or the government's really keeping a big tab on them.
What did you say?
Loaded with the dead. What in the world is that? Okay, we've got a huge crab. Like, the animals in this world are a bit oversized, I'd say. Like, that one crab could probably feed an entire civilization. See, they're talking about them spreading misinformation, but I think it's the government doing it. These two are obviously probably going to team up or meet up at some point. And he's going to find out everything the government's saying on the news is bullshit.
Yoink!
Gotta keep a tight hold on your belongings, people. Oh, I was about to say, is this really a girl? How is that knife that hot? Well, look at this guy. He's a true doctor in all senses. Like, he's really trying to help people. Like, he doesn't care that this kid just stole from him. Right, so this Kurokawa guy is probably some kind of just thug that took over the city. Like, he's no actual, like, governor or ruler or official. The government probably doesn't have the resources to send here to just get rid of this guy. So They just let him run amok. Or he's a government official that's just corrupt, which... Okay. Who is that? Is that guy? Okay, there's a bow on his back, so that might be him. So we might be going back and forth between time periods right now. Until this moment where they meet. I just wanted to do a little announcement that I am going to be doing a figure giveaway at 500 subscribers for a Super Masters Diorama 2 Trunks and Vegeta figure.
It's over 9,000!
You enjoy it.
As a show of appreciation for the support that everybody's been giving me, all the comments everybody's been leaving, all the love from the anime community that I've been shown. I'm hoping to continue with what I'm doing and just to get better as I go to make the experience more enjoyable for everybody so that I can earn that sub from you. And like I said, at 500 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway for this figure. It is unopened, as you can see. So if you want to win that, then subscribe and just make sure that you're over 18 years of age and you live within the US, because I don't know if I could afford the shipping outside. Like I said though, with that said, I appreciate all the support I've been given. Thank you very much. I will see you all next time. They're like, we're not even going to test it. Guy's probably lying through his teeth and they believe him. Because they're not even willing to even try it. Full of centipedes, you say? By my fingers. You got it. Yo, this guy makes massive mushrooms, by the way. Yeah, I think that's definitely our MC. The red hair is a giveaway. Yo, bro, you wanted some mushrooms for your restaurant? Well, we got tons of them now. See, because I think I saw something in the snippet of the what the show's about, the synopsis, that the spores actually help like clean the air or something. Something to that effect. Oh, sister gonna go out there and try to stop him? So was she a former member of the military? Maybe even a leader? And she's just been keeping herself hidden? Or not really hidden. She's probably resigned from the military a long time ago. And she just kept like the uniform. So she still has that sense of military justice instilled within her. Saw that coming. He doesn't want her to go out. She wants to go out, so she's going to go out. So did the sister know he has the mushrooms?
Hello there.
Wow, he got in there quick. This guy might be part ninja. Alright everybody, so that was the first episode, and I've got to say that it was pretty interesting. There was a lot of details in it. You're obviously going to get a pretty big information up in like the first episode or two of a new anime, especially if you just jump into it and don't know anything about it. So we're introduced to quite a few characters. We see like the initial explosion that happened in Japan that caused like all this rust to occur, and we see like the fallout that's happened. Like most of everything has been covered in rust and has pretty much been destroyed. We have these abominations of animals now that might be like some kind of creation or mutation from the rust, and like the gigantic dog and the gigantic crab that we see in the episode. So the lizard that the guy is riding on, which is kind of cool but kind of weird at the same time. So we also learned that this rust has caused this new disease to spread throughout the land, and I'm not sure of its full effects on people other than it's probably really deadly. And it seems like it's slow going, but it probably has like 100% fatality rate, so there's no avoiding death once you get it. It's just how long, I guess. So our doctor, Milo, is trying to create a cure to stop it, to at least even probably halt the spread of it altogether. So I get the feeling that he's kind of tampering with things that he shouldn't be, or unknowns. You know, he's basically gambling with what he's doing because he feels like, I think, the mushrooms are the key to the cure. And this is something I don't know if even his sister realizes he's doing. Because I don't recall in the episode if she even sees him have them. So I get the feeling that maybe he's hiding that from her as well. Because mushrooms seem to be an illegal commodity now. And it's under the premise that the government's telling everybody that they're somehow responsible for the rust, or they're causing the rust to quicken. So anybody that has them is probably like some kind of terrorist, basically, and they need to be dealt with. When in fact, as I said during the episode, I feel like they said that the rust is done away with by the mushrooms. The mushroom spores in general, they go throughout the air, they collect on these rust covered items, and they eat away at the rust. And somehow they're actually a cure to this catastrophe that's going on, and the government, for some reason, I still feel like it's not really expanded upon at all in this episode, but I feel like they're trying to lie to the people and make them think that the mushrooms are actually bad when in fact they're good to keep the people more subdued. So at the end of the episode, we get our MC Bisco revealing himself to Milo at the end. And Milo seems a little infatuated with him, like he's on his side already. And the sister is definitely not. She has like some high sense of moral justice. She believes the government, the military, etc. are correct in their assessment of what he's doing. So I think it might take a little doing to convince her, that they're the ones lying. Again, if that's what's going on, that's just, my assumption of the situation. And then one little other snippet, we have Kurokawa, the governor of the city that they're in, or the area that they're over, who I can't tell if he's an actual government official or if he's just someone who decided, hey, I'm going to take over this city, and the actual government doesn't have the resources to stop him, so they just let him do whatever. But this guy basically is using Milo or trying to use him to some ends. We're not really told why, but Milo keeps, gaining resources from him, and at some point his sister says, he's going to ask for all that back, basically for you to do something, and we don't know what that is, so you need to stop getting in debt with this guy, because whatever it is he's going to ask you for, you're probably not going to be able to pay it off. So he's probably going to become a bit of a nuisance later on in the series. I don't know if he's going to be like our big bad in the series, or if it's the sister or some other government official. But obviously there's going to be some kind of antagonist that goes along with this, and he's just probably one of them. With that said, let me know what you all thought of this episode. I really enjoyed the animation. It's really above and beyond the quality of some of the animes I've watched lately. But with that said, if you enjoyed the reaction, I'd really appreciate it if you would hit the sub button down below, leave a comment, hit that like button, and catch me in the next video, Wednesday, when we see what Kenja No Deshi is about. And we continue to read our new manga series, The Return of the Disaster Class Hero. and I'll see you there.